Timmy!
No, it's Jimmy. Blah, blah, blah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First. In chat straight away, Frankie James says, hey Jimmy. Hey Frankie. Good to see you in live chat. Hopefully everything's okay with the volumes. Please let us know if it's not. Tonight we've got for you football special. All the goals from around the UK and Europe as they go in. Hopefully we'll be in front of Sky for you. We've also got ice hockey. I think his volumes are good. Utah Mammoth versus the Seattle Kraken. That's in the NHL. If ice hockey's your thing, expand it for a better view. Right, let's get going with the football. National League goal Truro. They are losing now by 0-2. Brackley scoring again. It's Southend 2, Eastleigh 0. Gus Scott Morris on 49 minutes on the score sheet for Southend. Having a good season is Gus Scott Morris for Southend. Ipswich 2, Bristol City 0. Jack Clark on 55 minutes, doubling Ipswich's lead. And Salford 2, Swindon 0. Ryan Graydon on 52 minutes. That's in the FA Cup third round. That was the game that was postponed due to inclement weather whenever the FA Cup weekend was, weekend before last. And in Scotland, the Premiership, Livingston 1, St Mirren 0. Robbie Muirhead on 56 minutes, putting Livingston into the lead. Right, the one thing everybody wants to know about. Champions League, round 7. 2 games completed earlier on. They were Kierat Almaty 0, Club Brugge 4. And Bodø Glimt 3. Manchester City 1. Manchester City down to 10 men in that game. It's currently half-time scores. FC Copenhagen 0, Napoli 1. Inter Milan 1, Arsenal 2. Olympiacos 2, Bayer Leverkusen 0. Real Madrid 2, Monaco 0. Sporting 0, PSG 0. PSG thought they had to in the lead in that first half, but VAR ruling out. Tottenham 2, Dortmund 0. Dortmund down to 10 men. And just started the second half, Villarreal 0, Ajax 0. In the description of this video, I did put my predictions down. Excuse me, and I have got an accumulator on. As is usual, I've got an ACCA with Bet365. That one is for returns of £6,436. I put £4 on, and it's currently £36 cash out. I think we'll let that one run. So it was Inter Milan and Arsenal. I had that game down as a draw. Tottenham and Dortmund, I had a red card in the game. That's up. Napoli and FC Copenhagen, I put a Napoli win. Currently, they are winning. Olympiacos and Bayer Leverkusen. Had an Olympiacos win. It's currently 2-0. Real Madrid 2, Monaco 0. I had a Real Madrid win. You didn't have to be Einstein to predict that one. Sporting and PSG, I've got that down as a draw. And Villarreal and Ajax, a red card in the game. Agiza in live chat. This is a much more sensible time for you, mate, in Connecticut. I hope you enjoyed watching President Trump's White House press briefing. Blimey, it went on. He had a lot to celebrate, I guess. Agiza says, I thought everyone was wondering, where's the geezer? We certainly were, mate. We certainly were. Truro 1, Brackley 2. Dominic Johnson, Fisher on 57 minutes, getting Truro back into that game, but they are still trailing. Southend 3, Eastleigh 0. Charlie Kendall on 54 minutes, wrapping things up there unless something miraculous happens. And FA Cup, third round, Salford 2, Swindon 1. Ollie Palmer on 55 minutes, getting Swindon back into that cup tie. Just having a look at the goal here, through the ball's played through the middle, 1-on-1 with the keeper. Nice finish to the keeper's left-hand side. Swansea 3, Blackburn 1. That's in the Championship. Zan Vipotnik on 63 minutes, giving Swansea a little bit of daylight there. And also in the Championship, Charlton 0, Derby 2 now. Bobby Clark on 60 minutes, giving Derby a little bit of breathing space. I've also got an accumulator on with Betfair, as I usually do. 3 goals or over in these games. Let's have a look where the cash out's at. Return is £119,970. Cash out currently 21 pence. Boo. A geezer. Question for you. Dilemma for you, mate. We've got a kick-off in the morning, 8 a.m. GMT. If you're up for that one, mate, kudos to you. If you can't make it, don't worry. Don't worry. Just watch it on catch up. I am doing the live stream. This were crackers. They've got their third friendly of the winter break. We need a result. I know they're only mid-season friendlies, but we got beat last time out. Playing it out from the back, not our forte. We need to get better at it. And Villarreal 1, Ajax 0. Ane Oluwaseye. I did get it right first time. I was doubting myself then. On 49 minutes, giving Villarreal the lead. Let's have a look who's scoring at the moment. Spennymoor 1, Chester 0. Spennymoor just taking the lead there. And at the end of the, towards the end of the stream, we will have all the final scores for you from this evening's football, so you do not need to miss a thing. A geezer says, "Hi Frankie, keeping our boy out of trouble, are you? Full-time job to be sure." To be sure, a geezer. Frankie says, "You guessed it. I'm watching from the luxury of the front room. Flipping freezing out there. I've just put my heater on in my shed. Sorry, state-of-the-art studio. The reason being, not because it's overly cold, just because when I came in, I had the door open, and my camera got a little bit of condensation in it, so it looked like It looked like the old-fashioned, you know, the love scenes where they used to smear Vaseline across the. Get your minds out the gutter. They used to smear Vaseline across the camera lens to make it more atmospheric, and it looked like that. Truro 2, Brackley Town 2. Good comeback there from Truro. Brackley Town did have a 2-0 lead there, but no more. Goal scorer to follow shortly. I had an email question come through today, and it was, Jimmy, can you give us an update on what's going on with silver? So all I can say in regards to what's going on with silver, is it going higher price-wise? It's going much higher. Is it going to go there in a straight line? Almost definitely not. Almost definitely not. Are we still in a bull market? Yes, we are still in a bull market. But you know why it's called a bull market? Because it will try and shake you out of that market at every opportunity. So my advice to myself, because I can't give it to anybody else, would be don't over-lever yourself. If you can buy physical, buy physical. If you think you've got enough physical and you want to make a few shekels to buy more physical, then yeah, go into the markets, use the ETFs. But if you can hold it, far better for you. Gold's also on a tear today. Dollar's under pressure, and it'll continue to be under pressure, I think. That's despite the US 10-year going to 4.3%. The only thing that is staying stable in the US of A is the 2-year. That's the 2-year is where basically the Federal Reserve is heading. So that is the only rate today that has stayed pretty steady. In fact, it it came down a little bit. Everything else is, which is counterintuitive. The other rates are rising, even though the dollar is dropping. There's a lot of de-dollarization going on at the moment. So it is wild out there. But we'll do another stream about that another day. Truro 2, Brackley 2. Tom Harrison on 63 minutes. Getting Truro, as we spoke about earlier, back on level terms. And in the FA Cup third round, it is now Salford 2, Swindon 2. James Ball on 60 minutes. He was on it. On the ball. He's got Swindon back on level terms in that FA Cup third round tie. Ebon Town 2 now, Whitby 1. Glentoran 3, Strabane Athletic 0. And East 5-0, Inverness Caley Thistle 1 with Alfie Stewart on 70 minutes getting on the score sheet, giving Caley Thistle the lead. What's going on in live chat? Frankie James says, my phone lens looks like that when I've been eating chips. Yeah. Geezer says, we are looking at single digits tomorrow. We're looking at single digits. Do you mean triple digits? Are we talking about silver? It's already in Shanghai, isn't it? It's already triple digits. $103 per ounce in Shanghai. I mean, the physical market, it's already well over $100 per ounce. We are looking at single digits tomorrow. Is it? What am I missing that one, Geezer? Are you referring to something else, or is it a typo on your behalf? I've got to say, it's going to go one of two ways. There's no way we are going to bump up to $100 and then sort of hover around it. It's either going to go up to $100 and then push through it, then pull back to it, because there's going to be how many shorts are going to have a stop loss at $100? A lot. You can bet your bottom dollar. So we're either going to touch it and a geezer, it's a temperature. Right, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. I thought you were predicting one of the biggest crashes all time in the commodity market. Silver down to single digits. Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? We'd be able to load up. Back to the football briefly. Charlton 1 now, Derby 2. Tyrese Campbell on 67 minutes, getting Charlton back in that game. Plenty of time there. It's now Real Madrid 3, Monaco 0. Banco Mastantuono on 51 minutes, giving Real Madrid a comfortable lead there against Monaco. Monaco have been doing all right in the Champions League, but their form in the domestic league, absolute rubbish. And I did put in the description of this video, I thought tonight was going to be the night where the league form was going to come back and get them caught out. Nice goal there, nice finish to the keeper's right hand side. Good turn, edge of the box. Yeah, good finish. Nothing the keeper could really do there. Vinicius Junior it was, with a nice layoff. And the blonde-haired striker, Mastantuono, well, bleach blonde actually. Yeah, makes it 3-0 to Real Madrid. It is now West Brom 0. The Boing Boing Baggies won't be happy with this. West Brom 0, Norwich 3. Anis Slimani on 70 minutes, wrapping up that. West Brom are not coming back from that unless something hideous happens. Marine 1, Radcliffe 0. And now, Blimey O'Reilly Governor. What a game down in Cornwall. It's now Truro 3, Brackley Town 2. Brackley Town had a 2-0 lead in that game, I'm pretty sure. Truro have come roaring back. They've scored 3 goals in about, I'm going to say 15 minutes. Hungerford 2, Barnum 4. And yeah, tomorrow morning, Wisła Krakow, we are playing Kolos from the Ukraine. That game's being played in Turkey. So there's I hope we put in a good performance and not a lackluster one. Just looking at that goal there from Tyrese Campbell, keeper had no chance Nice 1-2 at the edge of the penalty area, running across the penalty area, then with his right foot puts it to the keeper's left in off the post. Good finish, putting Charlton back in that game. And it's now Real Madrid 4, Monaco 0. Goal scorer to follow. I'm just going to see the goal. It looked like it. Blimey. Came from the halfway line, 2 passes, one pass, 2 pass, literally 2 touches. The ball's in the back of the net. Poor defending there from Monaco. Truro 3, Brackley 2, as I've just mentioned. It was Luke Jeffcott, once of Plymouth Argyle, on 71 minutes, getting Truro into the lead there. And now we're just looking at, oh, it's going all boing boing baggies. What is going on? West Brom 0, Norwich 4. Benjamin Chrisen on 73 minutes. It came from a crossover from the right-hand side, headed clear, no distance on the clearance though, and then just past the penalty spot. Rifled past the keeper, nothing the keeper could do there. I don't think the keeper actually saw it. Yeah, it was past him before he didn't move, the keeper. Too many bodies in front of him. And the goal scorer of Real Madrid's 4th against Monaco was Thilo Kehrer. It's gone down as a 55th minute own goal. I'm just having a look at it again. Was it an own goal? Yeah, it was. It was an own goal. And it's a poor own goal as well. I mean, he was stretching, but slide if you've got to. He just side-footed it past his keeper into his own goal. Poor from Monaco. And we've got a proper FA Cup tie going on, 3rd round FA Cup tie. Salford 3 now, Swindon 2. Luke Garbett on 68 minutes, putting Salford back into the lead once again. Can they hold on to it? Plenty of time to go in that game, 22 minutes plus added on time. Yeah, a geezer said single digits. He was talking about the temperature. And he says, by the way, Bithworth can get stuffed. I'm not rolling out of bed at 3 a.m. for an exhibition match. Call yourself a supporter. Call yourself a fan. Where's the commitment to the club? I don't blame you, mate, either. I will be doing a live stream of it. So you can, if you want to, you can catch up, obviously, at your leisure. It will be there. I'll be there in spirit, mate, for both of us. I'll cheer the lads on for you as well. And it's now, in the Champions League, it's Villarreal 1, Ajax 1. Oscar Gleur, that is right, Oscar Gleur on 61 minutes. Getting Ajax back on level terms. I'm not bothered about the score in that game for my accumulator. I need a sending off in that game. And now there's just been is there a goal at Sporting and PSG? I think PSG have got the ball in the net. The assistant on the far side's got his flag up. Is it offside? Is it offside? I don't know who it is. Driving into the penalty area, pulling the ball. Yeah, he's half a yard offside, his left leg. So that won't count. Luckily though for Sporting, because it was a good goal that. It was Dembele, but he was a little bit too eager. Oh my word. If you're in Cornwall watching Truro and Brackley Town, in the words of Gladiator, are you not entertained? It's now Truro 3, Brackley Town 3. Goal scorer to follow. And it's Berkhamsted 3, Uxbridge 0, Walking to Macclesfield 1. Macclesfield on the score sheet, but still trailing. Let's have a look how my bet's doing. Let's have a look how my bet is doing. 2 pence cash out. I'd rather have the 119,000, please. Do you know what I'd do if I got the 119,000? Go out and buy some more physical silver while you can get it. The rationing has started. Truro 3, Brackley 3. With Brackley's equaliser, it was Morgan Roberts in the 74th minute. It's going to be an interesting 16 minutes plus added on time to go in that game. Is there going to be more goals now, or is both teams going to go, right, let's just settle down a bit, calm down? I hope not for the fans. I do hope not. The geezer says, but good luck, boys. That's in respect of Wisła Krakow. And there have been a bouquet of red cards today. There certainly has, mate. There certainly has. I just need one in that Villarreal and Ajax game as well. Let's have a look how my cash out's doing. I know I've got Arsenal and Inter Milan to draw. Currently Arsenal winning there 2-1. I've got my red card in the Tottenham Borussia Dortmund game. Napoli are winning for me against FC Copenhagen. Olympiacos 2 against Bayer Leverkusen. That's all right. They've paid out early on that one for me. Thank you very much, Bet365. Real Madrid's paid out early. Thank you very much for that one. I've got a full-time result of a draw between Sporting and PSG. Pushing our luck there with that one, but it is still 0-0. And I do need a red card in the Villarreal and Ajax game. What do you think, guys? What am I going to do here now? My cash out is at £41.49. If the ACCA comes in, it's for £6,436. Do I cash out, take the £41, or do we let it run? Do we bet like men and let it run? I think we'll let it run. And Coventry have just taken the lead against Millwall. Scruffy goal, really, but Hadji Wright on 78 minutes makes it Coventry 2, now Millwall 1. It came from a ball on this down this right-hand side, put into the penalty area. Nice tight control, it got a little bit of a look, but the keeper's had a shocker. Oh my word. Oh my word, what has Coventry's keeper done there? Maybe he was a little bit unsighted, but he got his hand to it. It's almost like he had a chocolate wrist. Not that much power on the shot either. It was a slight deflection, but even so, he will have been disappointed with that, the Millwall keeper. I don't know why that's happened. It just keeps on doing it. Thank you very much, Frankie. Frankie's wishes come true, says a geezer. I don't know how long there was no volume for there. It just keeps going off on its own. I'm going to have to redo this microphone. I hope that doesn't happen tomorrow morning. I'm not going to have time to do it now. Frankie James says you're back. I am, but thanks for letting me know. I don't know why that happened. I can't... I honestly can't tell why it does that. Absolutely irritating. I'm going to have to take it out, the microphone. It still hasn't got any of the filters on, which I've got to do. Spennymoor 1, Chester 2 now. Chester taking the lead there. And Alloa 4, Montrose 1. We've just done that one. Graham Webster on 84 minutes. What was I looking at before? I was looking at the English Championship and just seeing where that goal for Wrexham puts them if it stays as is. If it stays as is, they're in 7th place, just outside the playoffs, level on points with Preston, who are in the playoffs, and it's just on goal difference. Excuse me. And if they were to get another goal, that would change things again. So it is tight. It's not really tight at the top. Coventry doing really, really well. They're on 58 points. 8 points clear of Ipswich, who are in 2nd place. Both Coventry and Ipswich winning this evening. Hull are in 4th. They're winning comfortably against Preston away as well. 3-0. They're on 47 points. Then you've got Millwall in 5th, who are losing to Coventry. We've just seen that goal, or we've just described it. Millwall's keeper, didn't cover himself in glory there. And Preston, who were in 6th, just above Wrexham, getting thumped, as I've just mentioned, by Hull. It's now Hartlepool 1, Gateshead 1. Alex Reid on 81 minutes, getting Hartlepool back on level terms. Jeff Stelling will be happy with that. Now, why on earth I still need to know why this microphone turns itself off. I can only assume that there's a glitch with it, because I've got to physically turn it off, which is not the easiest thing to do, because you've got to find the button at the bottom. And I've just said, no, that's off, you shouldn't be able to hear me. Hopefully you couldn't. For your sake as much as mine. Cash out. Who's letting me down at the moment? Who's still 0-0? Stevenage and Bolton. 0-0. Shocking. Shocking. St Albans 3, #1. St Albans at home. Pulling away now from #. And there's been a goal in the game. South Shields and Southport. It's a home side who have taken a 1-0 lead. It's now Southend 3, Eastleigh 1. Time's running out there if Eastleigh are going to do anything in respect of getting any points from the game. But you never know. And it's Rail Bedford 2, Bromsgrove 0. And this is more like it. If the geezer had his way, there'd be a bonus point coming to Farnham. Because they're away at Hungerford. It's currently Hungerford 2, Farnham 7. One more goal, the geezer, and would they get 2 bonus points? Boreham Wood 1, Scunthorpe 3. Goal scorers are following that one. Is the time for Boreham Wood? Yeah. They're going to have to do something pretty quick in that game, though. And it's now Leiston 2, Alvechurch 3. Could Alvechurch have a late winner there? It looks like they could well do. Let's have a quick rundown of what's currently going on with the Champions League. 2 games from earlier. These are final scores now. It's Kairat Almaty 1, Club Bruges 4. Bodø Glimt 3, Manchester City 1. FC Copenhagen 0, Napoli 1. Inter 1, Arsenal 2. Olympiacos 2, Bayer Leverkusen 0. Real Madrid 5, Monaco 0. Sporting 0, PSG 0. Tottenham 2, Dortmund 0. Dortmund down to 10 men in that game. And Villarreal 1, Ajax 1. Matt Clark for Derby on 85 minutes. He's not scored. He's been a naughty boy. He's got a second bookable offence and he has seen red. And Boreham Wood 1, Scunthorpe 3. It was Luke Norris in the 84th minute. As I said, can 6 minutes plus added on time to go? It can be done. It's been done before. Will Boreham Wood do it tonight? We'll find out in probably 10 minutes or something like that. St Albans 4, #1, that's a done deal. And Dagenham and Redbridge 2 now, Dover 0. Southend 3, Eastleigh 1, it was Lloyd Humphreys in the 80th minute. Getting, is it just a consolation for Eastleigh? What can happen in 10 minutes plus added on time, but if you had a gun at your head or somebody says, whoever wins, pick the right result, we're going to pay your mortgage off, you'd go with a Southend win. And rightly so. Let's have a look what's going on in the Irish Cup. Ballymena and Larne, that game was postponed. Glentoran 4, Strabane Athletic 0, and Loughgall and Knockbreda, that was postponed also. I think that's due to inclement weather. Scottish Premiership, just a 1 game this evening. Livingston 1, St Mirren 0. 87 minutes on the clock there, and they don't add a lot of injury time, do they, in Scotland? Which is not what East Fife will want to hear. It's East Fife 0, Inverness 2. Looks like it's a done deal. Oh, and boing boing baggies. It gets worse. It's West Brom 0, Norwich 5 now, goal scorer to follow. East 5 0, Inverness Cali Thistle 2. It was Alfie Babbage on 92 minutes, doubling Inverness's lead. He's having a good season in front of goal, Alfie Babbage. And West Brom 0, Norwich 5. It was Mattia Kvistgarden rubbing salt into the wounds of the West Brom fans on 89 minutes. West Brom 0, Norwich 5. And it's now Sheffield Wednesday 0, Birmingham 2. Kyogo 2 minutes into added on time. Wrapping things up there for Birmingham. Edge of the box. Nice pink kit. Very bright. Yeah. No bite in the tackle there from Sheffield Wednesday. Almost like they've given up. And off looking at the crowd there, it looks like the crowd's given up as well. And is the comeback on? Is there a comeback on? There's not. It's Real Madrid 5, Monaco 1. Jordan Teze or Tez on 72 minutes, at least getting some sort of, let's call it a goal for pride for Monaco. Nothing more than that. It's Real Madrid 5, Monaco 1. Oh, what did I say earlier on? Third round of the FA Cup. Salford once again taking the lead. Can they hang on? Well, apparently, no, they can't. It is now Salford 3, Swindon 3. Goal scorer to follow. Full-time scorer coming through. Alloa 4, Montrose 1. And it's now in the Champions League. This is not what I wanted to hear. Copenhagen 1, Napoli 1. Jordan Larson on 72 minutes. Ruining Jimmy's coupon as things stand. What's wrong with you? And a late goal in Scotland. In the Scottish. I think that's the fourth. Yeah, it is fourth round of the Scottish Cup. It is now Stranraer 1, Queen's Park 1. Dominic Plank in the 91st minute, getting Stranraer back on level terms. That game, I think, will go into extra time if it stays like that. There's not long to go. And now, the comeback is complete. Hartlepool take the lead. That's in the National League. It's now Hartlepool 2, Gateshead 1. Matty Daly on 89 minutes, putting Hartlepool into that lead. And that's not what I wanted for me coupon either. Sporting 1, PSG 0. Luis Suarez on 74 minutes, putting Sporting into the lead. If there's any justice in that game, it'll probably be just having a look at this Sporting goal now. It's a corner from the right-hand side, put into the middle of the 6-yard box, headed clear, a volley coming. It's just deflected to Suarez, and he's not missing from there. Good finish. Still time though for PSG's coming back in that one. And late goal in the Scottish Premiership. It's now Livingston 1, St Mirren 1. Alexander Gogic on 89 minutes. Getting St Mirren back on level terms. Scored on the weekend, I think, as well, Gogic. So he's got his scoring boots on. Glentoran 4, Strabane Athletic 0. That is a score correction. Lots of full times coming through now. And it is a score correction as well. If you're a Salford fan, you can stop panicking. That goal has been disallowed, so it remains Salford 3, Swindon 2. I wonder why they were late coming through with the goal scorer. Full time, Stevenage 0, Bolton Wanderers 0. Snowerfest. See now, it should be going to a penalty shootout. Should be going to a penalty shootout. Both teams have got a point, but whoever wins the penalty shootout takes all 3. That's another... oh no, it's not. It's the same goal being replayed. Coventry Building Society Arena. It's still Coventry 2, Millwall 1. Essen on 11 minutes. Ivanovic on 29 minutes, levelling things up for Millwall, but Wright on 78 minutes. Putting Coventry into the lead with a poor piece of keeping. Whew, what a busy old evening. Just having a look there again for Coventry are in. Good save by the keeper this time. Redeems himself there, the Millwall keeper. Running out of time though now if they're going to get anything from that game. Looks like I should have taken the £40 odd cash out with Bet365. West Brom's new boss has got well and truly thumped tonight. It's under pressure already. It's finished. It's a final score. West Brom 0, Norwich 5. As the rain pours down in Birmingham. Cash out unavailable, not surprised. Too many losers. Rubbish. Bolton Wanderers letting me down for a start off. Any late goals going in? Yep, Southend 4, Eastleigh 1. Southend just rubbing salt into the wounds there, thanks to Josh Walker on 89 minutes. A good night if you're a Southend fan. Let's have a quick look what's going on with the old futures markets. I've got my transitions done, did them yesterday. Moved out of the March 26 contract, moved everything over to the May contract now. Anyone want to ask us any questions? Live chat's open. If you're watching this on replay or not live, feel free to leave a comment, or you can email me at catchitlivefirst@gmail.com. That's catchitlivefirst@gmail.com. Or you can get hold of me on Facebook. I am Jimmy James. You'll know it's me because you'll see my handsome face with Wisła Krakow's mascot. Oh, Sporting 1, PSG 1. Kvaratskhelia on 79 minutes, levelling things up for PSG. QPR almost scoring at the death there against Oxford. Striker just couldn't get his foot on it as the ball was whipped in from the right hand side. It looks like that is going to finish 0-0. And it has finished in the National League. Full time now, Truro 3, Brackley 3. Good night's entertainment down there in Cornwall. In the Championship, Milan Osmajic on 95 minutes. He's not scored. He's been sent off for foul play. I've just missed that goal then from Kvaratskhelia. What's going on there now? There's a little bit of there's something going on in the Sporting PSG game. The players are getting a little bit agitated. What was it? It's PSG in possession. The ball's played over to the left-hand side, driving into the penalty area, cutting back, shot comes in, into the top corner. What a goal that was. What a goal that was. And now there's all sorts of shenanigans going on at Preston. It was Osmajic, number 28, who the referees finally dragged him out of the pile. The referee got right stuck in there. Fair play to him. Red card straight out. Osmajic just laughs, turns away, takes his shirt off, or, well, he puts it over his head and trudges off. All handbags at 5 yards sort of stuff, but plenty of players in there. Speaking of sendings off as well, if you missed it earlier on, Bodø Glimt 3, Manchester City 0. Rodri on 62 minutes getting sent off, but they were 3-0. Were they 3-0 down at half time? It was even after Rodri had been sent off. Stop it, Jimmy. Hey, I've got to take, when Manchester United get a defeat of Wisła Krakow, I get enough abuse, so what are you going to do? And it's now Real Madrid 6, Monaco 1. Jude Bellingham on 80 minutes, rubbing salt into Monaco's wounds. And that is the final score now. Oxford 0, QPR 0. QPR so unlucky at the death there. Ball whipped in from the right-hand side. Striker just couldn't get his foot on it. And it has finished 0-0, and there has been a goal. Arsenal have wrapped things up in Italy. They've done a proper Italian job on Inter Milan, it looks like. It's now Inter Milan 1, Arsenal 3. Goal scorer to follow up. As soon as I can see this goal, I'll let you know. Goal scorer, by the way, for Arsenal was Gyökeres on 84 minutes. Just waiting for a replay of the goal. We're just seeing what's going on in this PSG Sporting match. There's getting a little bit feisty. So it's Mbappe with a free kick here for Real Madrid. Hits it into the wall. Goes for the rebound but slips. And then the ball's played through. And that was Bellingham playing the Pied Piper after he'd scored. Don't know why, he comes across as a little bit of a prick sometimes, Bellingham. Probably really nice. I suppose we all come across like that, don't we? Some of us more than others. Try not to, but you've got to be yourself, haven't you? People like you or they don't. Hopefully they do. That's all you can do. Be yourself. That's all I say. You want to get one life? Enjoy it. And anyone who says, you only live life once? No, you don't. You live life every day. You only die once. In theory, unless you get brought back to life. But you know what I mean. You know where I'm going with that one. Still waiting to see this Gyökeres goal. They're too busy focusing on this Bellingham goal. We've seen about 5 replays of it. Good finishing fairness from him round the keeper. But come on, shows that... Oh no, we won't get to see it, will we? We won't get to see this one because it's on Amazon Prime. And I do have Prime, but I'm not changing everything over just to have a look at one goal that's probably gone now. So I'll just... I could make something up, but I'll not bother. Real Madrid making a change now. Who's coming off? Valverde's coming off. And Meso is coming on, number 47. You know, for Wisła Kraków, I still can't find out who number 15 is. It's normally, it was Stazak. It's not Victor Stazak. He has gone to Lecce in the Serie A on loan. So who is number 15? I'll have to find out. If anybody sees this and knows, please let me know. Adrian, if you're watching this, I'm going to get in touch with you tomorrow, mate. I'm going to take you out for a beer in Kraków next week on hopefully Tuesday. So we'll arrange something there. The beers are on me. A geezer, if you're there, if only you could have made it, mate. No chance you can fly over from Connecticut next week. Staying in the Hotel Podpolski if you get a chance. I've got to go to the dentist on Wednesday. I've got a cracked tooth, so I've got to go and get that sorted. But apart from that, it's going to be some nice food and drink and then fly back on Friday. Which means hopefully I'll be back for Wisła's next. I should be back for... I've got to work out whether... They've got a final midwinter break against Stal Mialek. I'm not sure if that is going to be why I'm there or why we're not. I'm not sure. The geezer says, I would love to, but sadly no. One can only try, mate. I can only try. If I ever come over to the US of A, I'll give you a shout. I'll buy you a beer in Connecticut, and we'll go to that ice cream place that Frankie James likes. She saw it on a program there. She went, Connecticut, geezer's there. I don't know how big a place Connecticut is, but I'm pretty sure there's more than one ice cream place. It's probably a little bit bigger than the village where we live. But in Frankie's head, there's only one ice cream parlour in Connecticut. Final score now, Coventry 2, Millwall 1. And in the Champions League, there has been another goal. Villarreal 1, Ajax 2 now. Oliver Valker Edvarsen on 89 minutes, putting Ajax into the lead. Ajax need to win that. That's a big, big game. Agiza says, beer and ice cream on me, Jimmy. I'll take you up on that, mate. I've never been to the US of A. Been to most parts of the world, but never to the US of A. If we do come over, I'll give you a shout, mate. Just watching the end of this Real Madrid game now. No, we're not. We're watching the end of Copenhagen-Napoli. Now we've just flicked over to this Ajax goal. It was a loose pass forward, really, but they made the most of it. Ajax into the penalty area, right hand side, pulled back. First time strike from Edvarsen. Keeper no chance. Keeper diving to his right hand side, but it was a clean strike and right in the corner as well. Final score in the National League, it's now Southend 4, Eastleigh 1. Southend taking all the points there. Got paranoid now over this microphone. I keep thinking it's not it's going to have turned itself onto mute. I don't know why it does that. There's definitely a bug. There's also no filters on it. I need the filters to make it sound as it's supposed to. It's just raw microphone at the minute and it sounds a bit rough. Not the most expensive, but it's definitely better than what it sounds at the minute. So apologies for that one, but I will get cracking with it as soon as I get time. It's all going quiet now. The only game that's playing in the championship is that Wrexham game. It was a later kick-off. That's why. Wrexham 1 currently, Leicester 0. Who were defending from Leicester for that goal? It was ball played into the 6-yard box from the left-hand side. Defender made a bit of a Horlicks of it. Then the keeper compounded the error. And the Wrexham player, can't remember which one it was now, just said, thank you very much. I just side foot that one in. Hoping for some kielbasa next week, geezer. And some fried pierogi. Just watching the futures contract. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that. There is a late goal in the championship. And it's now Wrexham 1, Leicester 1. Goal scorer to follow. We'll talk you through it as soon as it comes through. Has finished Preston 0, Hull 3. But that, how's that going to affect? How does that affect the championship? Well, it's good for Leicester, that's for sure. Keep sending them in 14th place. They would have stayed in 14th place anyway, actually. Now all the other scores are in. But for Wrexham, that drops them down to 9th place. There's 4 teams all on 41 points. There's Stoke, Watford, Wrexham and Derby. Then you've got Bristol City on 40, QPR on 40. So it's tight in the middle of the championship. Wrexham 1, Leicester 1. It was Yannick Vestergaard in the 90th minute getting what looks like it's going to be a share of the points as things stand for Leicester. And it's now Sporting 2, PSG 1. Luis Suarez on 90 minutes. A shot from the edge of the box. Keeper. It was a shot from the edge of the box. The keeper could only parry it straight back out. It was hit with some venom, but even so, you'd expect him to at least get it to one side or over the crossbar. He just put it straight back out. First person to react was Luis Suarez. And it looks like Sporting are going to take all 3 points. Coach goes running down the line. Think of Mourinho sliding on his knees at Old Trafford. Sporting 2, PSG 1. Just having a look at this Leicester equaliser. It's ball chipped into the box. Number 5 for Leicester heads it down. Vestergaard, they didn't really do anything wrong, Leicester, in fairness to him. It's just the ball went to him, one touch, and past the keeper. Nothing the keeper could really... Oh, he's close to offside there. If VAR was at Wrexham tonight, we'd still be checking that one, that's for sure. That's a tight goal. Assistant, though, kept his flag down. Looks like it's going to stand. Final score in the Champions League now, it was Inter Milan 1, Arsenal 3. Good result for the Gunners, going to Inter Milan. Top of the league, aren't they, in Serie A? That is a good result for Inter Milan. Right, let's have a look at... I think we can start going through pretty much all of tonight's final scores. Is that another goal? Napoli are in with a chance here. Ball's played into the box to the back post. Chance for a volley, it's in. Oh, it's been put over from about 5 yards. You might well put your head in your hands, son. I don't know who you were. It's easy when you're sat in a chair, but 9 times out of 10 if he gets that ball in training, forget it. Don't worry, that wouldn't have counted anyway because he would have been offside. So forget that one. So it looks like it is going to be Copenhagen 1, Napoli 1. Still, we just hit 90 minutes now, so there's a little bit of injury time to go. And can PSG get level with Sporting? They're on the attack at the moment. It's a bright kit they've got there. It's luminous. And now, Anthony Taylor refereeing this game. Thought he'd blown the final whistle there, but he would have been a bit premature. There's a couple of minutes to go, still about it on time. Yes, given for offside there against Dembele. Now there's a Sporting player gone down with the ubiquitous cramp when you're trying to slow the game down at the end of 90 minutes. It's the goal scorer, Luis Suarez. 2 goals on the night for Sporting. Some glum faces on the PSG bench. Full time now, thankfully for Monaco. Real Madrid 6, Monaco 1. At least it couldn't get any worse for Monaco. Right, let's get cracking with these. Get cracking with these final scores. Just get rid of that so I don't get distracted. I do easily get distracted, so I better turn these off. We're rocking. We are rocking. Sorry guys, I'm just going to get my little screen up. Move it over here. Right, we'll start off with, just wait for them final scores coming in the Champions League. So we'll start off with the English Championship. Charlton 1, Derby 2. Coventry 2, Millwall 1. Ipswich 2, Bristol City 0. Oxford United 0, QPR 0. Preston 0, Hull 3. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Birmingham 2. Swansea 3, Blackburn 1. West Brom 0, Norwich 5. Wrexham 1, Leicester 1. English League 1. Stevenage 0, Bolton Wanderers 0. English League 2. Grimsby and Salford match postponed. That's because Salford are playing the delayed FA Cup match. We'll have that result for you shortly. National League. Boreham Wood 1, Scunthorpe 3. Hartlepool 2, Gateshead 1. Southend 4, Eastleigh 1. Truro 3, Brackley Town 3. Yeovil and Aldershot match postponed. National League North. AFC Telford and Chorley, Hereford and Macclesfield matches postponed. Leamington 0, Buxton 1, but that match was abandoned. So if you've had a wager, check with your bookmaker on that one for what their rules are. Marine 3, Radcliffe 0. South Shields 1, Southport 0. Spennymoor 1, Chester 2. National League South. Dagenham and Redbridge 2, Dover 0. Hampton and Richmond 0, Chesham 1. NPL Premier Division. Hebburn Town 3, Whitby 1. Leek 2, Hyde 2. Southern League Premier Central. Leiston 3, Alchurch 3. Rail Bedford 2, Bromsgrove 0. That game still being played, 85 minutes on the clock. Stamford 3, Sudbury 2. English League Premier South. Berkhamsted 3, Uxbridge 0. Hungerford 2, Farnham 7. Plymouth Parkway and Wimborne, Tiverton and Basingstoke, both of those matches postponed. Istiman League Premier Division. St Albans 4, Hashtag 1. Whitehawk 3, Lewes 0. English FA Cup, just the one game. Salford 3, Swindon 2. FA Trophy. Hornchurch 1, AFC Telford 2. Woking 2, Macclesfield 1. Moving up to Europe now, the Champions League. Kairat Almaty 1, Club Brugge 4. Bodø Glimt 3, Manchester City 1. FC Copenhagen 1, Napoli 1. That game is still being played into the 7th minute of added on time. Inter Milan 1, Arsenal 3. Olympiacos 2, Leverkusen 0. Real Madrid 6, Monaco 1. Sporting 2, PSG 1. Tottenham 2, Dortmund 0. Villarreal 1, Ajax 2. The KNVB Beker, that's the cup in the Netherlands. De Treffers 1, Nijmegen 2. Northern Irish Cup, Ballymena and Larne, Loughgall and Knockbreda, both of those matches postponed. Glentoran 4, Strabane Athletic 0. Scottish Premiership, Livingston 1, St Mirren 1. Scottish League 1, Alloa 4, Montrose 1. East Fife 0, Inverness 2. Scottish Cup, Stranraer 1, Queen's Park 1. That game still being played, 83 minutes on the clock. Just one game in the FA Youth Cup tonight. It finished Fleetwood under 18s 2, Aston Villa under 18s 3. Welsh Southern League, just the 2 games, both of them postponed. Carew Ely and Treowen, Cumberland Athletic and Lantwick Major. Welsh Northern League, Denby 3, Guysfield 2. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all your goals from around the UK and Europe on this Tuesday evening, the 20th of January. Where is January going already? Blimey, O'Reilly. It's going quick. A quick shout out. If you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell. If you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. If you can share the streams, share the channel, I would really, really appreciate it. Just a final score now coming in. It has finished FC Copenhagen 1, Napoli 1. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m, bright and early in the UK. Agiza, you can have the morning off. It'll be 3 a.m. in Connecticut. Stay in your bed, mate, nice and warm. You can watch it later on. Yeah, I will be back 8 a.m. GMT, Wisła Krakow in Turkey in the mid-season friendly game against Kolos from the Ukraine. Hopefully we can get a good performance and a result. We got beat last time out, not a brilliant performance. All that's left for me to say is enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. Stay safe, and I will see you soon. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live First.